Hi everyone, my name is Ryan. I'm the co-founder of CyberConnect. And today we want to share a little bit about how we get to the point of building our own L2. It's a L2 for social applications. It's called Cyber. And yeah, let me get into a little bit background of what CyberConnect is. We are a Web3 infrastructure for social networks. We started in 2021, raised 25 million for Multicoin, Binance Lab, Animoca Brands, and a bunch of great investors. It started as a protocol, a set of smart contracts where users are able to own their identity, their content, their following, and then we extended that into building user onboarding flow like account abstraction and whatnot. The goal was really I think the goal for Web3 Social is really to have users own their whatever data they have and eventually be able to bring down the network cost, the take rate of traditional networks, and redistribute that value to the individual participants. And yeah, throughout the last 2.5 years, CyberConnect has seen more than 2 million users, more than 20 million transactions on different EVM chains, and users consume more than 2.7 million US dollar worth of gas. On top of CyberConnect, we have a product called Link3. Maybe people are more familiar with our product. It's a professional network. We have it's like Web3 LinkedIn, where you can create your profile, have all the links to your Web3 stuff. Let's say your Twitter, your coin, your DAO, and then you can connect with other people by setting up your profile and connecting with other organizations and participating in some of the events that's hosted on Link3. So think of it as a Web3 LinkedIn, where you have profiles, content, and users participating in those networks. And here's an example of what Link3 looks like for Lido. We have a bunch of great teams using Link3, like CoinMarketCap, Binance Lab, and a bunch of others. And the other thing that we built, as I said earlier, was Cyber Wallet. Probably you've heard Mochaverse or Mocha. That's been going on with the public sale. So Cyber Wallet is actually the account abstraction layer that's powering Mocha ID. It's an account abstraction wallet with more than 1 million users on different EVM chains. We support about 10 EVM chains ranging from ETH mainnet, OP main, Arbitrum, Polygon, and a lot of others. We partner with a lot of the great account abstraction wallets, providers like ZeroDev, Pimlico, Alchemy. We are literally the biggest deployed wallets out there. So if you're looking for, we mostly help the users onboard to Web3 through our product. So everyone that's onboarding to Link3 will have a cyber wallet set up so that they can go through account abstraction. They can have different set of security methods, log in. They can enjoy gas sponsorship. And they can also have gas from multi-chain. It's like a gas abstraction layer. And on the other part is we power a lot of developers, mostly Mochaverse in this case, to enable their gasless experience and then their like holistic account where users have this one account abstraction wallet. They can log in with their Gmail or they can log in with their EOA. And those are the most of the product that we built before. So CyberConnect as a social graph protocol, Link3 as a Web3 LinkedIn kind of product, and Cyber Wallet as account abstraction wallet. And again, we've experienced this in the last 2.5 years. We found that a lot of developers are facing a similar issue as we're facing as a consumer product, like a consumer product team. You're not building DeFi, you're not making revenue, you're not selling NFTs. You just want users to enjoy easy onboarding, easy gas, trying out different things and on different chains. So that's why we've been thinking about and building L2 for ourselves to save user gas, but also what's the most important thing for developers that's building consumer experiences? One is social apps needs much better UX and much better onboarding. You don't want like when you're talking to a friend and inviting them to Web3, if they have to go through a C-list, like a C phrase, it just tremendously drops the user onboarding. And then we need much lower gas and much higher throughput. If you have participated in Web3 throughout the last couple of years, you definitely would know like whenever there's like a big mint, when there's like a airdrop claiming, all of the chains will struggle a lot. And that's why for social apps, you just have to have a much higher throughput, much higher TPS. And I think what's really, really interesting that we've observed is DeFi apps and other consumer apps don't live well together. If you are building, let's say, a friend tech or whatever social related or consumer related app on Arbitrum, it's very hard for you to make sense of the tokenomics. Like your users are paying a lot in gas, you are really not getting supported by Arbitrum, and just because DeFi apps natively make revenue to the protocol and to everyone that's participating, which is very different than the consumer apps. Consumer apps naturally have much lower unit value in their single transaction. So when they live together, Arbitrum or like bigger L2, they will naturally select the ones who actually make revenue. So the DeFi apps always get the grants, always get the stimulus plan, but it's really hard for consumer apps to live on those chains. And then finally, I think we've seen more than tens of millions of dollar worth of value transacted on CyberConnect as a protocol, and we just want to have that baked into an L2, so social network and social data can naturally have a value layer to it, and any app that's built on top, this L2 can leverage the same social graph, but also leverage the value part of it. So this is so we introduced Cyber L2 last 3 weeks ago, just beginning of the March. It has a lot of interesting stuff. I think the most interesting ones are its native account abstraction. It has native support for passkey, and it has enshrined social graph protocol that's tied into a database that we built, which is called CyberDB. That's much more powerful than just writing everything to Arweave or just to on-chain. It's also very modular. It's an OP stack plus EigenDA plus a decentralized network. We are part of the superchain as well, so that's we have. Just give me 1 sec. I don't think. This is a new slide. Or I can. I think it's a new one.
Can you share to me?
Yeah, I think I share.
You have because this is already and back to Brian. Slide.
So you guys never updated the slide.
Do you have the update file? You can share to me by airdrop, and I will swap the.
Where do you want me to share?
Can you share me by airdrop?
Okay, I guess they don't have the latest slides, but I'll just go for it. Yeah, so what we're looking for to be built on Cyber, we love social networks, we love social media, we love anything that's related to creators. If you want to try new bounding curve or monetization, we love social fi projects. We're already supporting a lot of games before, and we still want to support games or other like ML stuff that can tap into the social graph layer, and it's a generic EVM L2, so all the existing apps are supported, and we would love to see people just experiment with a lot cheaper gas, much easier onboarding, and built from that primitive. So the slide's not here, but we recently announced our grants program. So if you're building as a developer, if you can leverage native account abstraction, or if you can leverage the high TPS that we built with EigenDA, we'd love to see you guys coming on to Cyber and try out things. We have a $2 million grant that's we're going to distribute throughout the next 2 years. And other than that, because Cyber is part of the superchain, every developer also enjoyed the OP retroactive public good fund, and we work very closely with Base and Base, OP mainnet, and all the other superchain teams. So if you want any support on that, let's say tap into on-chain liquidity or tap into other people's user base, we have a lot of supports on that too. Right, so that's the superchain part. CyberConnect has about 200,000 users on Optimism and Base. So most likely if you're building on Cyber, your users are already familiar with the superchain ecosystem. Any other superchain will be able to tap into Cyber's social graph layer. Every user's onboarded through Cyber also gets to tap into the on-chain economy or the on-chain liquidity of OP and Base. And we are just very different and very connected with superchain at the same time. We're very different in that we are very cheap. We aggressively try out more onboarding strategies. We want to make onboarding to Web3 a lot easier than already is on the L2s. Well, that's it. I think it's missing like 5 slides, but if you want to reach out to me, follow CyberConnect on CyberConnect HQ. That's our Twitter. We are having a lot of campaigns. One campaign that we're doing right now is Cyber Staking, our token staking program. It starts to tap into the Eigen layer. So basically, Cyber and ETH will be used as dual staking to support the network powered by Eigen layer, and that's the staking part. Follow CyberConnect, you can see all the campaign that's going on. Our mainnet is coming live in about 4 weeks, going live around the same time as EigenLayer, as EigenDA will support Cyber L2. Also, if you want to build, or if you just want to talk or jam ideas on social, you can find me on Ryan Lee _me on Telegram or Twitter. That's it.